So it is. Okay, well, it's actually now November 1st, 2017. Cause now it's the morning after Halloween. But I mean, it's still Halloween for me, I guess. I was gonna have some Halloween art for you guys, but, I ended up going over and spending the day with my family and went trick-or-treating with my two younger siblings, and so um, I'm kind of tired and burnt out, so I'm probably not going to be getting you that Halloween art tonight. You are probably going to be getting belated Halloween art tomorrow, because I am too tired to finish that stuff tonight. Um, but I had fun. I'll have some pictures for you guys later of my Halloween costume, which was just something I kind of made up on the fly with, like, stuff that I had laying around. But I thought it was a cool costume, so I'll probably share that with you guys tomorrow, too. Um, Dang, I am tired. Um, but trick-or-treating was fun. I know that some people would say that I am too old to trick-or-treat, but one of the benefits of looking like I do is that no one really questions it. I'm only like 4'8". People don't question it when they see me trick-or-treating. And, I'm of the mindset anyway that it doesn't really matter how old you are as long as you put some effort into your costume. Which I was pretty disappointed when I went over there because, like, okay, so my stepmom texted me the night before and asked if I had any plans for Halloween. And Halloween is also Jesse and I's anniversary, but since he has work tonight, and he's still at work right now, it's not like we were going to be able to do much anyway, especially since he had to leave for work early and had extra hours to do today. So it's like, yeah, no, I'll come over and celebrate Halloween with you guys, and we'll go trick-or-treating together. And then I get over there, and, like, Callie and Nick don't really have costumes. At least Nick was kind of trying, even if it was kind of half-hearted. But Callie's like, oh, well, I have this Rainbow Dash tail and wig, I'll just wear that. That's it, that's the whole costume, is just that. I'm like, you're not even trying. You're too old to phone it in with a costume. If a little kid comes up and their costume is shitty, it doesn't matter because they're a little kid. But, like, when you're at that age, like, if you expect people to give you candy, you have to actually, like, work for it. You have to earn it, you know? So I found myself helping them out and trying making their costumes actually look more like, real proper costumes. Um, oh god, I hate Ohio though. It is so fucking cold up here. Like, okay, so my costume involved a candle, like an electric candle in a little, like, copper candle holder thing. And like, by the end of the night, by the time we got back to the house, my fingers were frozen in place. They were so I could not move my hands. They had frozen over. Ohio is so damn cold, and I hate it. Also, too, that, like, Ohio, at least this Dayton anyway, has this whole, like, you can't trick-or-treat. Trick-or-treating hours are exclusively between 6 and 9. You're not allowed to trick-or-treat any earlier or later. And that's also really dumb to me. Like, when I was growing up, we didn't have those rules or restrictions on it. I mean, like, I grew up in Texas, in, like, Arlington, like, and whatnot. And, like, we didn't used to have rules like that when I was growing up about, like, oh, you can only trick-or-treat within such and such hours. Like, you just went and did it. Like, you dressed up, you waited for sundown, and then you went trick-or-treating, and that was that. Like, none of these weird bullshit rules. I don't know. It just seems really lame. I kind of get the idea behind having a curfew where, like, you don't want kids out and about too late at night, and it is kind of unreasonable. For example, for people that have kids knocking at their door at 3 a.m., and I get that, but 9 o'clock is kind of early, don't you think? Like, to be the curfew for a holiday that is a nighttime holiday. Like, Halloween is meant to be celebrated at night, and so 9 just seems early to me. Like, maybe 11 might be more fair, you know? Loads of people are still up at 11 o'clock at night, right? Like, it's not that late at night. It wouldn't be that, like, unreasonable or something. And, I mean, a lot of people probably would have already stopped trick-or-treating by that point and gone home anyway, but, I don't know, just 6 to 9 seems like kind of a short time frame. Like, and it's not even so much that it's not a reasonable amount of time to trick-or-treat, because, like, if you start trick-or-treating at 6 and continue until 9, then you're sure to get a good amount of candy, but my problem is really more just that, like, it means that you have to make sure that you are ready to work within that specific time window, you know? And I'm also of the mindset that I don't like going trick-or-treating if the sun is still up, so there's that too. But, like, you know, maybe you don't want to, maybe, like, you want to be able to go start your trick-or-treating a little bit later than that. Or hell, a little bit earlier than that. It just seems weird to me to have rules like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. I don't like it. Halloween's like one of my favorite holidays, and I don't like seeing people make rules that fuck with it. Leave Halloween alone, dang it. Let us have our fun and dress up in costumes and demand free candy. Oh damn, I really am tired, shit. I always get so worn out after any kind of, like, social event. Not like this is, you know, this is just trick-or-treating with my siblings, so, I mean, you know, whatever, but, like, I get so worn down when I go to social events. Like, you know, if I have a weekend or whatever planned to spend with my family, or if I'm, like, going to a convention or whatever, then you can pretty much expect me to be mostly dead for at least the next day afterwards. Like, I don't know if other people get this drained. It might just be me. I get really drained when I'm having to, like, go out and leave the house and do stuff and interact with people, and I usually end up having to take a day to kind of recuperate afterwards. Like, I need recharge time in between interacting with other people that aren't Jesse. Like, I can talk to Jesse every day, and that doesn't matter because it's Jesse, but you know what I mean. It's like, I don't know. I get really drained really easy when it comes to people and leaving the house. But it was fun anyway, and I like Halloween. I was determined to get freaking Halloween art done this year because I never do holiday art because I always forget and then, like, don't get it done in time. And I actually had an Author Society cute little Halloween picture where all the characters were dressed up like Marvel comic book characters. And it was great, and I had it all sketched out, and I had it inked, and I had it flat colored days in advance, but I hadn't finished shading it, and I was gonna finish shading it this morning before I left to go to my parents' place, and I ran out of time. And so now the picture is going to be late, instead of being posted on Halloween like it was supposed to be. So, like, even when I plan ahead, I still don't manage to post my holiday art on time. This is my life. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to get better at it when Christmas rolls around. You guys will just have to remind me to, like, do the holiday art. Be like, Alex, make sure you do it in advance and get it done early. Remind me to get on that shit so I don't just hold it off to the last minute and forget. It looks like I'm coming up on the 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna probably wrap this up in a sec. But yeah, Halloween was fun. I'm really tired. People wear me out. But I like dressing up in costumes. And I'll take a look at my candy haul tomorrow morning, probably. But yeah. So, good night, you guys, and have a happy Halloween.